The SS Hismaden was visiting Aberdeen as part of a Liberation Convoy on a month-long journey across the North Sea. This is the first time this stunning warship has left Norway in 60 years.
How's your day going?
Thank you.
Yeah, not too bad.
Filming all the time?
Yeah, just go roll and just then piece it together afterwards. Just on my lunch break, so I'll just pop across for a bit. Smells nice, doesn't it?
Hismaden is the only preserved Norwegian cargo vessel to have sailed in convoys during both the First World War and the Second World War, which now operates during the summer months in Norway as a floating museum and a national memorial for war sailors. This ship is the only remaining ship of the more than 1,000 that were part of the Nortraship fleet during World War II, and therefore represents a central part of Norway's war history and maritime history. The Hismaden is nicknamed the Lucky Ship, as it survived convoys in 2 world wars. Hismaden is considered Norway's most valuable veteran ship. The ship is still sailing under its own power to spread the history of the war sailors' efforts. Hismaden was built in 1911 in Luxembourg, Norway. During World War I, it began transporting coal between the United Kingdom and France. In 1917, Hismaden was leased by the British Shipping Controller and given a British crew. As such, the ship sailed in British coastal waters, but also in convoys to France, as well as to Arkhangelsk in Russia, to support the Allied intervention in the Russian Civil War. During World War II, when Germany invaded Norway on the 9th of April 1940, the ship was en route northwards and was commandeered by the Norwegian Navy to transport soldiers and equipment to northern Norway. A month later, Hismaden was in Tromsø unloading coal from Svalbard when it was ordered, like all Norwegian ships that were not in German-controlled waters, to sail to the United Kingdom, where it was put into service for Nortraship. Due to its age and relative small size, the ship mainly went into convoys in British waters during the war. It was back in Norway in June 1945. After the Second World War between 1947 and 1955, Hismaden was once again used as a domestic coastal freighter for its owners, Vesteralens Damskibulskab, who sold the ship to a ship-breaking company, which renamed it Vegafror and used it for transporting scrap metal from broken up German warship wrecks located in Norway, such as Tirpitz and U-843s. The ship-breaking company retired and moored the ship near Sandnessjøen. In a rather dilapidated condition, Vegafror was brought by a Norwegian club for veteran vessels in 1979. 1995, the restoration work started at the Brendel-Schulman Veteran Shipyard in Kristiansand. The idea was to turn the ship into a sailing museum, travelling along the coast of Norway as a memorial for the Norwegian wartime sailors. In September 2011, the ship was relaunched from the yard and rebaptized as Hismaden, with Kristiansand as its home port. During the baptism ceremony, King Harald V of Norway was present, together with 240 war sailors. After 2011, further restoration and upgrading had been carried out to the ship. In 2021, Hismaden was frequently used for onboard and sailing scenes during the shooting of the Norwegian feature film War Sailor, which was released in cinemas in 2022 and on Netflix in 2023. Each year, volunteers dedicate around 18,000 hours to keep Hismaden running smoothly. Since the late 1940s, she has been fueled by diesel, which is manually fired up in the engine room. The engine itself was built in Scotland in 1911. One of the sections of the ship is dedicated to the Shetland bus, the perilous route which Hismaden travelled during the Second World War. She and a group of fishing boats were used to smuggle soldiers, secret agents and freedom fighters between Nazi-occupied Norway and Shetland. Hismaden was attacked outside Swansea by a German bomber that flew so low that it knocked out the mast. The German bomber dropped several bombs, but they all missed, hence why Hismaden has got the nickname the Lucky Ship. The captain, Halvard Conveit, stated to the Press and Journal, "This is not just a museum, this is a living museum. We have people living on board. We have food cooking in the galley. We have heat in the engine room. She's alive." Visitors of this floating museum can truly immerse themselves in Hismaden's history, spending a long time making their way around the ship and looking at all the displays. And apparently it's the first time the ship has been in Aberdeen since during the war in April 1945. The opportunity to board and look around this historic ship was fantastic,